Hey, what's good, YouTube? This is Who Is Like God, and today I'm actually back with a different kind of video, but we're doing a music reaction because they actually got permission from the artist, and I know the brother, and we're gonna be going through this because I know some of my demographics are people who peep my channel are a little bit younger, or people who are Gen X, and older than that too, but especially Gen X and younger people be people my channel. So what I'd like to do is actually put y'all onto some fire gospel rap, so we can actually have a bigger catalog of alternatives. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to replace certain secular songs that aren't fruitful with gospel stuff, I figured maybe I can make a video that can kind of help with that. So I'd actually want to shout out my bro Lxgendxryreg and his album called Revived, and we're gonna listen to what I think are some of the best tracks in my opinion as a reaction, and then I'm gonna invite y'all to check out the album itself. So y'all, if y'all are watching this, go and subscribe to Lxgendxryreg. Go peep his catalog. We gotta support our brothers out here, brothers and sisters who are making records and making tracks that glorify God. It's one thing just to have conscious rap in general, but especially stuff that glorifies God. When that goes against the mainstream and a lot of times doesn't get as much attention as the mainstream stuff, we gotta show our support as the family of Christ, in my opinion. So y'all go subscribe, y'all go check it out. We're gonna check out some of my favorite songs, and I'm gonna start with HB66. As y'all can see, I listen to different songs on the album. HB66 is probably my favorite track on the album, so we're gonna listen to that one first.
Somebody asked me the other day, they said, Saint, how come you don't never worry about no robbers or no enemies rising up against you, or nobody breaking in your house and nothing? I said, well, the reason why I'm not worried about any of that, because I got a HB66, and that protects me from all evil and all burglars and anything of that matter. He said, what's HB66? I said, just know I got 39 in one chain with 27 in the other. When y'all catch a shopping and stuff.
HB66, 39 and 1, 27 bucks in the other clip. Just got another pay show, finna fly different and go ahead and take another trip. Caught a wave of his glory, got them demons seasick. TOB on top, so you know the gang lit. Let my light so shine, so you know I'm staying lit. Pull out the word, nah, say they finna get hit. HB66, 39 and 1, 27 bucks in the other clip. Just got another pay show, finna fly different and go ahead and take another trip. Caught a wave of his glory, got them demons seasick. TOB on top, so you know the gang lit. Let my light so shine, so you know I'm staying lit. Pull out the word, nah, say they finna get hit.
Alright, so before we start the first verse, I just want to say the chorus is cool. Because if y'all don't get HB66, 39 and 1, 27 books in the other clip, there's 39 books in the Old Testament, 27 books in the New Testament. Especially if you're a Protestant or in the evangelical world or a non-denominational person, that's probably the canon you use, which are the Old Testament. So we're basically saying HB66 is the books of the Old Testament and the books of the New Testament. So his weapon is quite literally the word. That's a cool play. That's a cool, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a cool way to flip it.
Well, with my brothers, pray in the spirit, cause I know that we got each other. We one in the spirit, don't care about no color. Whitey KTLB, we out the gutter. Switch the flow, gotta let them know the blood of Christ make you white as snow. Finna sow a seed like it's Mark Folk. Kingdom take over, raid the devil's dope. Yeah. The Pharisees are proud to be, they mad at me. The Sadducees are sad to see, they like Christ showing love. Everybody throwing hate at me. Shine bright in my heart, that's a God in me. Son of God verified, cause I'm God MC. God showing me they hearts are sucking my teeth. He humbled me and said, son, keep being discreet. Yeah, I heard what he said, I started to weep. Can't trust everything that you see on IG. When I seek his face, I stay out the way. Serving the Christ is the price that he paid. Highway to heaven, I'm pushing the speed. Calling on Jared, he got what I need. Fell 7 times and I'm back in my feet, cause God made me strong every time I was weak. HB66, 39 and 1, 27 bucks in the other.
Hold up. So I wanna, cause this is why this track is my favorite on the album, is because the way I operate is the same standards that you have for the secular rappers to put them in the top 5. I apply to gospel rap, and that's where you'll distinguish what is actually nice versus what is so corny a lot of times. So the same type of rhyme scheme and tactics, the same type of flows and using internal rhyme schemes and stuff like that. See, I'm a hip hop head. That same type of stuff that distinguishes the ghosts in secular rap, I apply in terms of the gospel rap to see those who are really shining in the art form of rap. So all that is to say, he really started flowing around here when he said, is this?
Yeah. The Pharisees are proud to be, they mad at me. The Sadducees are sad to see, they like Christ showing love. Everybody throwing hate at me. Shine bright in my heart, that's a God in me. Son of God verified, cause I'm God MC.
See, that's hard. See, the Pharisees are proud to be, the Sadducees are sad to see. You know what I'm saying? That's hard. That's hard. That's a you know, back-to-back internal rhyme scheme. And it's biblically literate too, because the Pharisees were very prideful in the Bible, the many opponents of Christ. So the Pharisees are proud to be. The Sadducees are another sect of Israelites who often opposed Christ, who didn't believe in the resurrection. And he said the Sadducees are sad to see, so he's playing off of these groups in the Bible, and he's making an internal flow off of them. Proud to be, Sadducees are sad to see, they like Christ. Then a little bit later he said, Son of God verified because I'm God MC. That's hard. That's a bar. You feel me? Because Son of God verified because I'm God MC. In one sense, he's saying, you know, I'm verified as a child of God because in a sense, it's like I'm God's MC, like I'm spitting for God. You know what I'm saying? I'm rapping for God. But on the other hand, God MC, like he's saying, like I'm the best. You feel me? So that's a bar because it's a play on the idea of God in terms of like the Most High, Son of the Most High, but also God MC in the sense that you're rapping for God, but also like it's a way of saying you're the best, which is, you know what I'm saying, being competitive in the rap game, which is a typical motif in the rap game, playing on the God MC concept, but tying it back to a context that glorifies the Most High. See, that was hard. That's not lost to me. So, and then he said, you can't trust anything you say on IG. One thing that I think that's cool is I know that that's a J. Cole bar as well. I don't know if that was his original thing, was making a shy reference to J. Cole, but I thought it was cool as well. It's true. It's a true sentiment. That's an authentic thing to say. But it is another thing that J. Cole said in his I think it was on that track with Drake he made like a year ago. First person shooter. I think J. Cole said that on first person shooter. So it's just kind of cool when you see different rappers using similar bars. His verse, this is why it's my favorite track, because he really was scheming with the Sadducees and Pharisees and stuff like that. And that's I love the when people be using rhyme schemes and be using internals in their flows and stuff like that. All right, so now we're going.
Telling me they hearts are sucking my teeth. He humbled me and said, son, keep being discreet. Yeah, I heard what he said. I started to weep. Can't trust everything that you see on IG. When I see calling on Jared, he got what I need. Fell 7 times and I'm back on my feet, cause God made me strong every time I was weak. HB 66, 39 and 1, 27 bucks in the other clip. Just got another pay show, finna fly different and go ahead and take another trip. Caught a wave of his glory, got them demons seasick. TLB on top, so you know the gang lit. Let my life some shine, so you know I stay lit. Pull out the word, nah, say they finna get hit. HB 66, 39 and 1, 27 bucks in the other clip. Just got another pay show, finna fly different and go ahead and take another trip. Caught a wave of his glory, got them demons seasick. TLB on top, so you know the gang lit. Let my life some shine, so you know I stay lit. Pull out the word, nah, say they finna get hit.
Pull out the word. Whole team locked in, know we concurred. The double think he won, huh? That's absurd. Revelation say what? You done lost, you heard? Keeping on my back, I'm stopping his hate, I'm stopping his friends. If I smoke, I be smoking on that demon paint. Sin is wet, get the bag. How many demons can we fit? Let's get it, Reg. HB 66, double edge, yeah. And I'm getting the swinging. I'm building relations up with my King Jesus. I can't talk no religion. And he filling my cup, gotta double it up now. Gotta spread it to regions. And just like Paul in Ephesians, I'ma speak for the ones who gon' need it.
HB 66, 39 and 1, 27 bucks in the other clip. Just got another pay show, finna fly different and go ahead and take another trip. Caught a wave of his glory, got them demons seasick. TLB on top, so you know the gang lit. Let my life some shine, so you know I stay lit. Pull out the word, nah, say they finna get hit.
HB.
It's cool. It's a fire track. This is my favorite track off the album. The concept is cool. The flow is cool. And they use a lot of, they do real rappers in the internals, the back-to-back shooting. I love that. I want to make sure, oh shoot, hold on. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything, so I'm going to go back to HB 66.
You know, somebody asked me the other
And the sample at the beginning is cool.
Make you white as snow, finna sow a seed like it's Mark Folk. Kingdom take over. Son of God verified, cause I'm God MC. God showing me they hearts are sucking my teeth. He humbled me and said, son, keep being discreet. Yeah, I heard what already shared. I started to weep. Can't trust everything that you see on IG. When I seek his face, I stay out the way. Serving the Christ is the price that he paid. Highway to heaven, I'm pushing the speed.
Think about that. There, serving the Christ because the price that he paid. See, that's an internal scheme right there. Serving of Christ because the price that he paid. You feel me? Stuff like that. So they really ate on this track. And I've said this on the channel before, but one of the roots of rap, as we know, was the gospel. From what I've looked into this a little bit, not a lot of it. The roots of rap, as we know, was both from West African traditions as well as speak and response culture in the early black church in America. So not only does that speak to the roots of the black church that we have, is why we shouldn't have this attitude of just abandoning it in the modern time, despite all of the bad stuff and BS that happens in the so-called black church, because the black church does have a lot of history, not only being socially active, but as being the root for rap as we know it. Make of that what you want, but that's just the history. But I think that gives us the inspiration to want to reform rap as a whole. I'm not saying every song has to necessarily be directly a gospel song, but just more conscious stuff. You know what I'm saying? Observing the world as we know instead of glorifying stuff that's bad. Because I'll tell you, a lot of the record labels are run by or utilized. There are people in the record labels who are many times of an alien race, who are exploiting these young rappers to push an agenda and push these music that they won't even let their own kids listen to. A lot of gospel rappers, or even mainstream dudes, have since come out and exposed this. So we need to be promoting this kind of stuff. So what I'm saying is, you see stuff like this and you gotta support it. You feel me? You gotta support the movement because of just socially what we can do. I wish this stuff was more mainstream. So that's my favorite song on the track. I want to listen to Block Preacher because this is the song that I think everybody talks about on the album. But I'm listening to Block Preacher. This song is clean as well.
Yeah, the gift of life is free, but the oil will cost. I remember I was sinning, I was miserably lost. Yeah, Jesus died for me, and he paid all the cost. Cause I'm a black preacher, and I teach the word to the lost. Yeah, the gift of life is free, but the oil will cost. I remember I was sinning, I was miserably lost. Yeah, Jesus died for me, and he paid all the cost. Cause I'm a, what's your prayer like? What's your life like? I'll call the Holy Spirit, that's my lifeline. Being sober ain't gonna hurt, get your life right. Hit a demon with a left right, Mike Ty. Yeah, been royal, I don't need no crown. Graduated in the spirit, need my cap and gown. Devil can't shut my mouth, cause that boy a clown. When I hear a voice from heaven, it's a great sound. Are you blood bought? Have you been washed? I been told y'all, you made a crip walk. Big D's on my feet, that's that drip truck. I got a P31, so Jesse get lost. When the Holy Spirit move, I feel like crying. Preaching life to the lost, cause they dying. Feeling like I'm CEO, cause I'm flying. Ball mains on my feet, I feel like testifying. Wait on the Lord, he'll renew it. I'm not lukewarm, he ain't gon' spew me. Yeah, these some good tunes like Looney. Young again, but I'm smart like Stewie.
Yeah, I done seen it all. I done did it all. God came and saved me cause I used to be a dog. Always trying to score, but now I'm finna pass the ball. About to spread the word out, got me feeling like I'm poor. Trials and tribulations, the word my medication. God got the will, don't need no final destination. Saved my life so many times that he get all my compensation. Really need him right now cause it's a different situation. I cannot get impatient, gotta be complacent. Black and white sticks and you would think that I'm a racist. Performing on the stage, you see a lot of different faces. Got my life together quick, so I'm going through
I'm
phases.
a black preacher and I teach the word to the lost. Yeah, the gift of life is free, but the oil will cost.
Now, before I let the song ride out, what was I finna say? Yeah, this is cool. So originally, I'm from CT. I moved to Florida. Feel me? But this is the Detroit style, from what I've been told, and it's even on the album. He's like utilizing the established Detroit style. You know what I'm saying? To preach the gospel, which is fire. But I think it's cool, like in the chorus, how it's like, how he say a bar or he say a thing, and then he got like the punchline right after, like, you know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. Check out these tunes, I ain't loony, or something like that. Looney Tunes, see stuff like that. I like the way the punchlines, he delivers the punchline. His verse was fire, but the other brother, Abda Blessing, his verse was fire too. I love the way he came in because this is mixed really well.
Bring life to the lost cause they dying. Feeling like I'm CEO cause I'm flying. Ball mains on my feet, I feel like testifying. Wait on the Lord, he'll renew it. I'm not lukewarm, he ain't gon' spew me. Yeah, these some good tunes like Looney. Young again, but I'm smart like Stewie.
Yeah, I done seen it all. I done did it all. God came and saved me cause I used to be a dog. Always trying to score, but now I'm finna pass the ball. About to spread the word out, got me feeling like I'm poor. Trials and tribulations, the word my medication. God got the will, don't need no final destination. Saved my life so many times that he get all my compensation. Really need him right now cause it's a different situation. I cannot get impatient, gotta be complacent. Black and white sticks and you would think that I'm a racist. Performing on the stage, you'll see a lot of different faces. Got my life together quick, so I'm going through the phases.
And here's the thing too. This is hard because the way that the beat stops and then the other dude comes in, that's fine. Like I said, this is mixed really well. And the other brother, Abda Blessing, what he does is he actually maintains his whole verse, maintains the same scheme. I want y'all to peep gang because that's something that J. Cole does. Think about that one track he did with Lil Yachty. I forgot what it's called. But he did a track like with Lil Yachty a year ago. But in that song, J. Cole kept the entire rhyme scheme for his entire verse, which, again, you don't do that by accident. So there's a lot of intentionality when it comes to the art of rap that we can appreciate the same tactics in gospel rap, and that's what distinguishes it from surface-level elementary stuff. The one thing I will say when it comes to secular rap is I'm not here advocating that you should listen to debaucherous stuff. It's all about discernment, in my opinion. Obviously, we know that rap's origins was in the gospel. So we can't just demonize all rap. I think that's really stupid to do. That's really foolish and that's ignorant. But what you have to do, I think, is use discernment and use your conscience when you listen. If you feel convicted about something, especially if they're speaking against something that's sinful, and that's, to be totally transparent, something I need to work on as well, because I do sometimes listen to music in the gym, especially when I'm trying to get into an aggressive mode, where they do be speaking on things that are bad. And since I don't feel so comfortable saying that out loud, that means I gotta make an effort to actually stop doing that in real life. So all that is to say, we gotta stop listening to stuff that's bad, and we have to use our conscience and listen to our convictions. Don't only listen to secular music, because secular just means not directly gospel. You feel me? And things that aren't directly gospel can still glorify God. Like if you're, say, praising nature, or you know what I'm saying, if you're married or something and praising in that aspect. You feel me? There's or just observing the world around you. There's nothing inherently wrong about that. Look at the book of Ecclesiastes. But it's the spirit you do it in. So, yeah. So here's what I want to say, because I want to be real. I think in this track, Abda Blessing had a better verse based on how he came in and how he maintained the entire scheme. But on the other track, I think my boy Lxgendxryreg had the better verse on HB66. So if y'all aren't interested, I highly invite y'all to subscribe and to check out the album, because if you really want some aggressive rap that's based in the gospel, especially if you're into the Detroit style, I highly recommend this album. You feel me? Because especially in my analysis, we're talking about the same things that distinguish rappers like J. Cole or Kendrick. The intentionality of how you play and manipulate with words. The same stuff you find there, you find in this album. And I picked the songs I think that demonstrate that the best, in my opinion. So that's why I invite y'all to check it out, because you know what I'm saying, we gotta go, in my opinion, from that perspective. But yeah, fire album, fire song, Black Preacher is hot. HB66, my favorite track off the album. I highly recommend y'all go check this out. If you're interested in rap, add this to your catalog so you can have an alternative to secular rap, especially if you're trying to replace secular rap with something that's aggressive or something that, you know what I'm saying, replace it with something that's aggressive but actually glorifies God. I think that could be really, really helpful too. So that being said, y'all be blessed in the Most High. My next videos, I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. I'll pray more about it. I might do a reaction to that one girl on TikTok who said the whole thing about Christian dudes being corny, and might make a response to that. But yeah, y'all be blessed in the Most High. All you who recognize the Messiah, y'all be blessed in the Lord Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.